Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another Sunday School Online. We are so excited to be back to see you, especially now that it's summer, aren't we, Squeak? Summer holidays are always so much fun, and we know that this year, summer is different because we've kind of been away from school for a long period of time, and we're still away from school for our summer holidays, but the difference is, Squeak, is that the boys and girls don't have to do any homeschool anymore until they go back to school. Isn't that exciting? So I'm sure, boys and girls, you're so glad to not have to do all the work at home that you had been doing. But to start summer and to start our Sunday school this morning, we thought that we would play a little game. Yeah, shall we play a little game? So what we're going to do is, up here, you are going to see a little picture. And the picture is going to be a really zoomed in, close up part of something. And I'm going to give you a little bit of time to have a look at what it is. And you have to try and guess what the animal or the food or what the thing is that it could be in the picture. Okay, so what I want you to do is have a good look at it. And I want you to try and be the first person in your house to get it right. Okay, so we're going to see, first of all, we'll see the zoomed in picture, and then we'll see if you got it right. Okay, first one, let's go. Okay, so have a look. Does anybody know what it is? Okay, so we've had a good look. Do you know what it is? Okay, let's see if you got it right. Okay, boys and girls, mums and dads, let's see if you got it right. It is a sunflower. That was a very close picture of a sunflower. So well done if you got that one right. Okay, now for our second one. Have a good look up here. Can you see it? Who's the first one? Have you got it, Squeak? Not so sure. Okay, well, let's see if you've got it right. It is these are pencils. Well done if you got number 2 right. It is a set of pencils. Did you not get that one? No. Okay, so our third one, let's go again. Have a look. This one's a wee bit tricky. Let's see if you can get it. I wonder who's the first in your family. Shall we see if you've got it right? Have you got it this time? Not so sure. Okay, let's have a look. It is grapes. Did you get it? You did. Good job. Okay, and our very last one, number 4. Let's see. Maybe you're the best in your house at the moment. Let's see. Okay, so number 4 is... Have a look. Can you get it? Ooh. Let's see. Shall we see if you got it right? Okay, have a look. It is a frog. It's a tricky one, that one. Well done if you got the frog right. So, I wonder who won in your house. Maybe you could have a little party after for the person that got it right in your house. So we had a sunflower, we had pencils, we had a grape, and we had a frog. Now, today, I also wanted to ask a little question. And I've been wondering, I wonder, do we have something that is very special to us that we keep? Maybe you have something special and maybe it's something quite small. Or maybe you have something that you found when you were at the beach and that's been special to you and you keep it. Or maybe you have a favourite something that you keep in your bedroom. I wonder, can you think of that special thing in your head right now? Have a think. What might that be? Can you think, Squeak? Well, we've been thinking, and we both have something special that we are going to show you as well that we like. And it's just a little bit special to us, so we don't want to lose it, okay? So, Squeak, would you like to show yours first? You show us. Okay, Squeak's going to show us. What have you got? Oh, let me see. Can I hold it? boys and girls, Squeak has brought with him his very special rock. Now Squeak, why is this special to you? Ah, I see. Squeak found this when he was out on your first beach trip. Is that right? Yes, he was out for his first beach trip, and on that trip he found this lovely rock. And if you can see it, it's got beautiful little lines on it. Lovely. So this is Squeak's special thing that he doesn't want to lose, okay? Do you want to hold it? Good man. Okay, now I'll show you mine. This is my special thing. And maybe you thought I was going to show you something very, very, very expensive or very big, but this is special to me because this is a teddy I had when I was a little girl, and I've always had this teddy, and I don't sleep with it at night, but I don't want to lose it because it's special to me. It has memories for me of when I was a little girl, so I don't want to lose it. So I'm thinking about all our special things. I'm sure you have something special at home too. And maybe to other people they wouldn't seem special, but they're special to you. And I'm sure you keep it somewhere safe so you don't lose it. So today we are going to look at something that God says to us is special to him. And in the Bible, we've been looking at lots of different stories in the Bible. But in the Bible, this is God's special book. He tells us about something that is special to him. And if we go to the book of Matthew in the Bible and we go to chapter 10 and we go right to verses 29 through to 31, it tells us something that Jesus told his disciples. And Jesus, he was teaching his disciples, he was teaching them that even though life can get tough and sometimes we can have difficult things that happen to us, and maybe lots of difficult things haven't happened to you because you're young and you're little. But maybe you find some things difficult. Maybe you find starting a new school difficult. Or maybe you're about to start a new school and you're finding that a little difficult. Or maybe you've just been finding the last couple of months a wee bit difficult. Well, Jesus was telling the disciples that although they might have difficult times in their life, and sometimes it wouldn't be easy following God, he told them not to be afraid. And so Jesus told them this. And this is what it says in the Bible, in Matthew chapter 10. It says this: "What is the price of 2 sparrows? 1 copper coin? But not a single sparrow can fall to the ground without your Father knowing it. And the very hairs on your head are all numbered. So don't be afraid. You are more valuable to God than a whole flock of sparrows." So that is what Jesus told the disciples. But why was he talking about sparrows? He was talking about sparrows. He was talking about hairs on our heads. I wonder why. Now, I don't know if you know much about a sparrow, but a sparrow is a bird. And this is quite a common bird that you might see around your house. It's a very small bird. You can see a picture up here. You've probably seen them and you've probably heard them, but maybe you didn't know a few things about them. So male sparrows, they have red feathers on their back. And female sparrows, they have like a brown striped feather on their back. So they look a little bit different. And then they have, for being really small, they have really big feet. Yeah, they do, really big feet. And you know why? They have big feet so that they can scratch the ground and that they can find seeds when they scratch the ground. And they also have a cone-shaped beak so that they can peck the seeds when they find them. And God created a sparrow just like this so that they could do all that they needed to do to be able to survive and to get their food and to fly. Now, in the Bible, in the verses that we have just looked at, Jesus is telling us about these sparrows. And sparrows, they wouldn't have been expensive, just like he told us. But although they're small, he would know, it says that he would know, even if one sparrow, so if you think of the whole world, that God would know that even one sparrow had hurt itself and fallen to the ground. Yeah. Our world is huge, and yet God knows about this sparrow and cares for it. But then God goes on and he says, when Jesus was telling the disciples, he said, the hairs on your head are numbered. What does that mean? Let's have a go. Can you count mine? Have a go. Squeak, you count. Can you do it? Can you count my hairs? No, I don't think so. You would get stuck. You might try right now and count your brother's or sister's hairs, but they're so tiny that you would get stuck. And then you would forget where you are and you wouldn't be able to finish. But God, he knows exactly how many hairs are on my head, how many are on Squeak's head, and how many are on all of your heads. He knows exactly the number. And even when one falls out, he knows how many you still have. Then Jesus says, so don't be afraid. You've seen that I care for the sparrows. You've seen that I know all the hairs on your head, how well I know you. So don't be afraid, because you are much more valuable than a whole flock of sparrows. And a whole flock of sparrows would be more than one. It would be a group. It would be quite a few sparrows. And that when God says that, he means that you are more special and more precious than a whole lot of sparrows. But yet remember, he cared for even that one sparrow that fell on the ground. Isn't that right, Squeak? So all of this, what is it telling us? What did we read when we read Matthew chapter 10 in those verses? Well, this means that God is telling us that absolutely everyone and everything that he created is special. And it's important to him. So even the tiniest of things, right up to the biggest things, they are all created by God and they are all so special to him. And for us, we too are created by God. And you are special to him too. He knows all about you. He knows what you've been doing. He knows what you'll do in the future. He knows what job you'll have. He knows everything, and he will look after you, and he tells you not to be afraid of those times where you might feel a little bit frightened, because he cares for you. So let's remember that if God sees even that one little sparrow, then he sees you, and he sees me as well, and he loves and cares for us. So remember at the start, we had a look at our special things, and I had my teddy, and Squeak had his rock. Well, the special thing that we were looking at that God cares for and is very special to him is you and me. We are so special to God, and that is one thing that I really want you to take away from this morning, is how much he loves and cares for you and will look after you. Well done, boys and girls, for listening so well to us this morning. I hope that you have a great rest of your Sunday, and we're going to be back next week. Me and Squeak, we will be back next week to see you, and we will look forward to that too. Okay, shall we say bye-bye? Bye, boys and girls.